welcome to the Swirl Suite, everybody. Hey guys, we got a special guest today. Hey Rob, how are you?
Hey, yeah. Hey, Glenn.
I am
Hey,
I am
the
Sarita.
fans,
You
World
can
Street.
yeah. I'm Sarita. You can follow me at Vine Me Up on all social media, even Snapchat. You can follow the Swirl Suite on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and you can follow all of our episodes on YouTube and as a podcast on SoundCloud, Stitcher, iTunes, and Google Play. Glennis, where can the folks follow you?
Hello, everyone. You won't find me in all those places. Ha ha. 'Cause technology is not my favorite thing. But hi, I'm Glennis, and I am at Vino Noir with an underscore on Twitter and on Instagram. And I'm on Facebook at Vino Noir and at Irie Wine on Facebook. So that's
Yes.
me.
Rob, our
All
special
things.
guest, please tell the folks where they can find you.
You can find me also on Facebook at Odd Bacchus. That's the name of my blog, ODDBACCHUS, like the ancient Roman god of wine. So Odd Bacchus on Facebook, and also at Odd Bacchus on Twitter. And I can't do more social media than that. I tried doing the Instagram
Sure.
for a little while.
Okay.
Just like two is my limit.
Okay.
I don't know. I kind of like the chat idea because you can like send stuff that disappears right away. So I kind of want to like sext all sorts of people like all of a sudden, and then they would have no proof of it,
But
Like,
Rob, your Instagram page would be phenomenal
It
because
really
with
would,
all the
Rob.
pictures
Yeah.
that you have and the places,
Mhm.
oh, you would have a phenomenal Instagram.
Well, I mean, you just
site.
answered one of my questions. I was going to ask you. What's your favorite social media outlet? So you don't.
oh yes,
Yeah.
yeah. That is a very good question. I do love Twitter because I have the most followers there, so that is
Okay.
always exciting.
Sure.
And I love it because it forces me to be really succinct in what I'm writing.
Okay.
So, a lot of times I'm like, oh, I'll write this funny thing and it's going to be this. And then it ends up being, whatever, 340 characters. And I'm like, no. And so it forces me to be really brief,
Yeah.
and which is difficult for me. And so that's a really good challenge for me. So I like that.
Okay.
But of course, Facebook is fun to see what everyone's doing, and it's a little more versatile.
Mm-hmm.
But
Exactly.
is honestly where my heart is, I think.
Gotcha.
What
So,
the-
so I guess we can get started with the questions. Rob, I met Rob at the Wine Bloggers Conference. And Glennis, how did you meet Rob? Was that at the conference as well?
At Weinberger's conference, we became like best buds, and I've always been in awe of this man. And I think our connection where I really said, "Whew, he's a phenomenal writer," is because we were sitting there doing the live blogging, and he was writing the whole damn blog post while we were live blogging, which was just in awe. I was in awe of. While the rest of us were microblogging, he's like, "Let me see, let me see." I was like, oh, "Yeah," and we just started drinking and hanging out, and yeah, some things we're just gonna leave at the blogs conference.
Mm. Uh-huh.
Not everything makes it onto Twitter.
Yes, not everything.
It's a family platform.
Tanisha has joined us, guys. Tanisha, we can hear you, but we can't see you.
Same here.
Oh.
I can see y'all, but that's it.
Tanisha, I am dying to see your face.
Oh my God, are you?
To actually like meet you on the Skype. I've seen you on YouTube and such, but here.
Wait, you guys have never met in person?
No.
I don't.
No.
Really?
I don't think Tanisha was at that conference.
You know, 'cause
Oh,
we
there
having all
she
kind of
is.
extra stuff. Okay. Like I be having to get it together. You know, it could be anything going on my computer screen at any given time. I may or may not have pants on, but okay.
Here we go.
Hello, going.
Her a glass of wine.
Well,
We
Rob,
might
you know she
need to
lives in
take out that
Paris.
snake.
Right.
Oh, wait,
Speaking
Rob,
of wine
show it.
blends.
Oh, go ahead. I want you to show the snake bottle of liquor that you
Speaking of
had
wine
back there.
This is what I'm drinking in honor
Ooh.
of where Sarita and Glynis and I met some Lang twins, Sangiovese from Lodi.
Oh, I'm about to say y'all met in Italy. I got
No.
confused.
Lodi?
I wish.
I saw the
wish.
Sangiovese. She said Sangiovese. I'm like, oh, y'all met in Italy. Oh, that's cute.
Yes.
Wait, Rob,
But-
before we continue, show everybody that bottle of sake that you just showed us. Off
Oh, Lord.
Oh, you picking one bottle out of all 70 behind
right,
us? Is that what we
right,
doing?
right.
Okay, I'm closing my eyes.
Yeah. And I was, poor Glynis, I'm sorry to terrorize you again. This I keep hidden away in behind the door, both to protect people like Glynis who don't enjoy this sort of thing, and also so that I don't get in trouble with Borders and Customs enforcement. But it's
That's
a
not
little
what you want to mess
treasure I bought back from Vietnam a few years ago.
Okay.
Can you see that?
Yes, and what is that?
Like
Is
a
that
full cobra in there.
is
I'm
that
not
a
messing
cobra
with y'all.
snake in the bottle?
It is.
And what are
It
those
is the
tentacles?
cobra.
It's nothing I want. That's what
That-
it is. Nothing I
That's
want.
just ginseng. That's ginseng.
Oh, that's ginseng. Okay.
That's-
Oh my god.
Doesn't that help with your
you
memory
can see
and
the whole
virility?
thing at the bottle. Oh my god.
And it's like all wrapped
Yes,
up.
yes,
Listen.
yes.
About
For
It,
the- if you're
How
listening
the
to
hell
this as
did
a
they
podcast,
get that?
Rob is holding up a small bottle of sake that has a full-length snake inside of it. Snake wine.
Yeah.
And it also
Let me
says sweat
see
of
you.
limbs. Wait a minute. Why is that as
Oh,
one
yeah.
of the ingredients?
I'm
What is that?
drinking.
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy.
I was just like, I'm drinking.
Wow.
Yes.
It
yeah,
does
I'm-
not.
How late am I? Didn't y'all
It does
just
not
start 4
taste
minutes
good?
ago? Am
Wait,
I
what'd
way
you say?
behind? Oh my
Yeah, we
God.
just started.
Okay.
It
I'm
does
like,
not.
y'all seem
So
like y'all in full effect, not like 4 minutes in effect. Y'all seem like
Oh,
y'all are
because
good.
this is
30
how
minutes
we
in.
roll.
I mean, I'm new to the podcast. I don't know what's happening. What?
My
I've
bad.
never been on before.
Rob, what were you saying about how that tastes?
Oh, yes. So when you taste it sort of fresh, it tastes like sake, but very warming, because it is just rice wine.
Mhm.
But I brought this back in 2008, I want to say, and then I opened it last year for my 40th birthday at the 40th birthday party. This is filled with vodka right now, just to preserve.
Got it.
But so we poured the sake for everyone, the rice wine that was in the snake. We
Mhm.
poured that for everyone who was brave enough to try it. And I cannot describe the vileness of the flavor, which was something like if you squeezed out the sweat of dirty gym socks and then added some kind of like beef that was off and a little sake, and then mix that all up.
Oh my god.
But
that sounds disgusting.
Fire.
Right. You lost me at snake, so I'm gonna have to take your word for everything
That's
else.
why I'm like, it's a snake in it. Like, what you thought it was gonna taste like? Like, oh my gosh, it like had the aroma of rose petals and like a hint of citrus with a few tea leaves on the back palate. No, that's not what you was getting. You was getting sweat socks and snake scales.
Oh my god.
And dirt. The snakes crawl on the ground.
Okay,
Like,
so
this
when
is
you
too-
bought it, did they say why was fucking snake in the bottle?
How did you get a snake in the bottle?
Because they be trying
It's-
anything, huh?
Like
They like, listen,
infuses
I
the-
want. What can I do to make y'all buy this? Oh, put a snake in the bottle.
There's got to be some health benefits for that.
Yeah.
Piece of snake.
You know,
Mm.
keeps things going or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Okay.
It didn't help with my virility that evening, I can tell you.
Oh.
It was a real like buzzkill.
Okay.
Well, all right.
So we're not missing anything. I got you. Okay.
Okay. So, Rob, how did you get into writing about food and wine?
That is a great question. I actually had a restaurant review column in like 2002 to 2004. I wrote restaurant reviews for Gay Chicago magazine, which is now, alas, sadly defunct, August publication that it was. And they were, I read some of those recently. Terrible writing. So embarrassing. I talked about like I was having in the article. It was so unprofessional. But it gave me good practice staying on deadline and analyzing wine and so forth. And then I started writing this blog because, well, my husband, Tom, he noticed that I always ordered the most unusual wine on a list, or when I would go to a store, I'd look for something I'd never had, that sort of thing. And he's like, maybe you should write a blog about that. You write work, and that'd be really great. And I was like, that's stupid. No. Sweetie, no. And then 2 or 3 months later, I went to poor Tom. It was such a good idea. And so I went to my favorite wine shop in the neighborhood, like just 2 or 3 months later, and I said, what's new and unusual that you've got? And they gave me this bottle of Serbian Vranac. Vranac is the grape variety. And I was like, holy crap, this is crazy. And it was $12, and I drank it, and it was rich and velvety, and it had some structure, and it was really good, like refined, and I was kind of shocked, and I thought, my gosh, people have to know about this, and maybe Tom was right. I should write a blog. And so I had to, sweetie, you were right. I'm gonna start this blog. He's been very supportive of it the whole time.
Oh, outstanding.
Does he get to go? Does he get to go on your trip? Some of your trips with you, because you go everywhere.
Yeah. Yes, I'm a travel writer, and he has gone on a couple of trips with me. The trouble is, so he doesn't go very often. He's gone just twice. Because we realized that while he's on vacation, I am working.
Exactly.
And so that is a little bit of a conflict.
Right.
For example, I'll never forget, and he'll never forget, when we were in the spa in Germany, and it was this real, like, one night in hotels, and then we get to the spa, and I could see him relaxing, because it's warm, and we're in our robes, and it's beautiful, and he's like just starting to fall asleep, and I look at the clock. And I'm like, okay, we have to get to our dinner reservation so I can review the restaurant. And I'm like, all right. So I shake him a little bit, and I'm like, sweetie, we've got to go to dinner. He's like, we got here 15 minutes ago. And I'm like, yeah, that's all I need in the spa. Like, I'm
going to leave you. He's like, go ahead. I'm going. But that's also how I want to tell a story. Like, I want to start a story off. Like, remember that time we were at that spa in Germany?
Right.
Like, I'm gonna just start telling stories like that. Oh my God! Remember that time we were at that spa in Germany? Remember that time we were at that spa in Spain? Oh, girl.
There's a lot of good stories that start that way.
I'm just start stories that way, whether it's true or not. I'm just gonna start stories that way.
Oh my God.
So listen, I was at a spa in Portugal. Random.
Yeah.
So that spa in Sweden, oh my God, let me tell you about it.
Oh wait, so you recently won an award.
Ooh, award, what'd you win?
Yes.
Yeah, tell everybody what you just
that
won.
That we voted on.
Yes, and where you got to go and what you got to do.
Yes, bless you guys. I was one of 6 winners of the Millesima wine blog contest. Millesima is a major Bordeaux sort of like retailer and wholesaler, and they hold this blog contest every year. And so there were 3 winners from the US and 3 from Europe. And I won in the wine travel category for this blog post called The Most Unusual Gevrey Chambertin, about a sparkling red Pinot Noir made with Gevrey Chambertin grapes, which is crazy. Wow. It's really good.
Super crazy.
Yeah, who does that? It's actually AOC. Like, they used to make that in the 19th century, the guy said. So it's really fascinating. But anyway, so they...
Let me try to go to Gevrey and find it. Okay.
I totally should do that. Yes. And so they flew the 6 of us to Bordeaux for En Primeur Week, which is when they show the new vintage to critics and media and whatever, to... so people can score it and assess the quality of the new vintage and that sort of thing. And we went to all these chateaux and tasted crazy wines like Mouton Rothschild, and we had lunch at Chateau Margaux. In the chateau, with Madame Mensalopoulos and her family, like the owner. And they were butlers, like Downton Abbey style. And
just bring in your water. More water, sir. And you're like,
yes.
please, more water.
Yes, please hurry. Please hurry. I need to be quenched. I'm going to need that water now.
Right. Yeah. Moist towelette, please. That. Yeah, it was insane. Madame Mensalopoulos told me at one point I should be ashamed of myself.
Why?
What did
I'll remember that.
What did you do?
So this is just after. So this is just after the one of the assistant winemakers talks about, oh, I tasted this vintage of Chateau Margaux. We were tasting the 1997, I want to say. And he's like, oh yes, I tasted this vintage. I remember, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is amazing, and I have to work for Chateau Margaux. This wine is so amazing. And I went up to Madame Mensalopoulos and I said, I must work for Chateau Margaux. And she was very impressed with his sort of forwardness and hired him. And so I'm tasting this wine like this, and I go, because fuck, it's Chateau Margaux, 97, and it's really good. I mean, come on. So I make a little noise, and she turns to me and she's like, you should be ashamed of yourself. Like that.
Wow.
And you said, you should pour me another glass.
You were uncouth. That's what she wanted to say.
I'd be like, I'm never finna meet this lady again. If you don't pour me some more of this, and I'm never gonna take this wine again. Another round. For everybody.
She was like, the damn Americans.
Yes, I know. We don't keep it all tightly inside. Like the French pretend they're all loosey-goosey and that the Germans are the ones who are very no. Like the French are all very like they don't want to give anything away when they're tasting it.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Her to be ashamed of herself.
I know you did.
And then she was like, what?
Butler.
She probably went and drank 3 more bottles. She just could not believe the way this American talked to her.
In her room, under the covers, alone. She was sad.
Okay.
So speaking of tasting wine, that's what this episode is all about, because like Glennis, I have seen you taste and take copious notes in a room full of noisy people, in a room full of people over your shoulder doing all types of things, saying all types of stuff. So if you could just walk through, like, what do you like when you taste wine? Like, do you need a quiet room? Does it need to be like a white table?
Absolutely not.
A tablecloth? Like, what do you need, and how do you taste wine?
Oh, well, I mean, a quiet room with a white tablecloth, that sounds great. That happens maybe like 1% of the time.
Right.
And certainly not at my house. It's interesting because certainly if I'm tasting myself, I will give myself a quiet space.
Sure.
And myself plenty of time to do it. But it's funny because when there are all those distractions happening, like at the speed blogging or just in general at the wine bloggers conference at one of the larger tastings or any large tasting, it's very interesting because I have to really force myself to focus on it, and sometimes that additional effort helps me pay attention to the wine in a way where I'm like, oh, well, if I'm like relaxed at home and it's quiet, I'm like, oh, I've got plenty of time and it's fine. Whereas if it's a noisy room and I have a maximum of like 2 sips, I'm really gonna pay attention. So, but certainly if I can have a quiet space, like I do prefer that.
Got it.
Because especially if someone does send a sample, I want to give the sample its due and really pay attention to it and give it, give it that full chance. And because someone went to a lot of effort to, not only make it, but then, ship it and whatever and give it. So, yeah.
So, and you can get as detailed as you want. For those who don't know how to taste wine, if you could, swirl your glass right here in front of us, just show us what you do.
You do not do that. Show us what you do for real.
Well, okay, let's do that. So Yeah, I do love swirling a glass because I don't smoke, so it's a really great thing to do with your hand. It's kind of a fun prop, honestly.
Right.
So if for no other reason, it's just a good prop to just kind of do this while you're talking.
We'll all swirl.
Yeah, let's swirl.
Swirl. Look, and we have white,
Welcome
rose,
to the
and
Swirl
red.
Suite.
Oh, we totally do. It's the Swirl Suite now. That's right.
Oh look, me too. Oh look, me too.
You get a pass, Tanisha, because
Oh my gosh.
time.
Because I'm delirious.
You get a pass.
You don't have to. Right, just because you're on TV, you do not have to drink.
Okay, I'm listening.
So, yes. So tasting wine. So the most important thing when you're tasting wine is just to pay attention because I like that sounds so basic, but
Yeah.
I remember I was tasting this wine with my aunt once, and I was like, "Ooh, do you get those almonds?" And she tasted it. She's like, "Oh, when you taste wine, you pay attention. I should try that."
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and it told me that like at a party or even where someone presents wine, like if you're not a wino the way we are, then you just sort of drink it and maybe don't think about it.
Right.
But so that's obviously the most important thing. So tasting wine, like it's fun to look at. Like this rosé, for example, it's super pretty. It's got this
gorgeous.
beautiful, it's kind of this beautiful slightly orangey pink, and it kind of glimmers in the glass and the light, and I love that. So that's fun. Swirling it helps bring out the aromas, so that's always a good idea. And then stick your nose in the glass. Don't be shy about that. And a glass like this, even for sparkling wine, I find is better. Like if you're really trying to get the aromas and stuff, a flute can make sparkling wine harder to smell. So this wine, you can also use it. This glass, you can also use it for red wine. It's very versatile. Don't get too hung up on the glass, just so there's room to smell it, and don't fill it up all the way because then otherwise you won't have room to smell either, or swirl.
Right.
And swirling. So smell it, and smelling is very informative about the wine, and you'll get often even different smells than what you taste, which is surprising. And so you want to smell it and look for fruit aromas, or maybe there's some other kinds, wood. You might get some sort of like citrus or berries, or there might be something earth, like metal. You might get, and or there might be something like, oh, that reminds me of something in my childhood. I'm not sure what it is, but you'll if you smell it, most wines of quality will give you some interesting aromas. So do that, and of course give it a taste. And what I like to do is swirl it around in my mouth. Some people go like this. And I know it draws oxygen over the wine and all of that, and I'm sure it's important to do that, but I don't know. I don't like doing it. I don't like the sound it makes. I'm kind of sensitive about that. So.
I read it in a book, so that's what I should do.
Around in your tongue, like especially if you're at a dinner party or a restaurant or whatever, and not at a professional.
Right.
Keep your mouth closed. Keep your mouth closed. And but cover your tongue with it, because like even your cheeks and your mouth, like cover as much of your mouth with the wine as possible, because there's sensor receptors all in there.
Sure.
And then if you're tasting a whole bunch, I do encourage you to spit. I know that sounds crazy to spit out wine if you've never done that sort of thing before, but if you're like tasting 5 or 6 wines, and you get a small pour, even this size. Like you were going to be pretty tipsy by the end, and maybe that's the goal, but if you want to just taste and remain composed, then don't be shy about spitting it out. Absolutely, that's not gross. It's totally cool.
Part of the culture.
Exactly. And so then with the wine, I find the first 2 tastes for me are the most informative. And then after that, I get sort of less information out of the wine. Okay. So pay particular attention to the first 2 tastes. And the first one, especially think about the journey of the wine, like where yeah, because most wines will hopefully develop and take you somewhere, say from fruit to acid to wood to maybe mineral or something like that. But it could just be like fruit, acid, spice, or something like that. But usually it starts, I find, with fruit and then moves to maybe acid or spice, and then something on the end that has nothing to do with fruit, more like either acid or mineral or wood or tannin.
Tannin, yeah.
And tannins, which are the things, that dry out your mouth. If you don't know what those are. Acids, of course, are like, lemon juice, that sort of like juicy quality. And so consider the sort of journey it takes you on first. And then you have in your mind, okay, like, so first it's fruit and then acid and then whatever. And then you can think about, all right, well, what kind of fruit? What is the acid like? Is it a lemon acid or an orange or a grapefruit or a lime? And then you can think about the finish and what's happening there. And I find that helps me keep it organized, because otherwise it's, there's a lot that happens quickly and it's hard to sort of figure it all out at once.
Nice.
Yeah. And then if I'm at home, I especially like to taste wine on Sundays. Like if I have samples, like if it's just a single bottle, what I'll often do is open it up, do that tasting exercise, a couple of tastes, and then I'll start cooking, because we always cook on Sunday to make leftovers and so forth. And so I'll let the wine sit for a little bit, because wine also changes as it stays open.
Right.
Any kind of wine will do that, really. Right. And so let it stay open a little bit, see what happens. This is especially important if you have a red that's kind of, that you feel is tight. And then if you let it stay open for a little while, it'll release itself, and it'll be more pleasurable to drink sometimes. And then, so I'll
release yourself and be more pleasurable.
Exactly. And then I like to do that on Sunday, because then I have the food and I'm cooking, and that's fun to have a little wine, and then I like to taste it with food of some sort.
Okay.
Because that can also give you extra information about the wine.
So,
and wine.
Speaking of food, what is your favorite pairing?
Oh, my stars and stripes! That is a really good question. Wow. Okay. My favorite pairing. Well, I'm gonna go with. I love a nice, rich Bordeaux and some lamb. That's like a classic, pairing that it's not creative at all. But my goodness, that really
it works.
Works. It's
like,
so...
no need to reinvent the wheel. Like, it works.
And I recently had some Sauterne and.
I saw that you rated that like the best breakfast wine.
Yes, I had it with some French toast, like pain perdu
that sounds so good.
I could see that working.
Oh my god!
Now that you mentioned it, I would have never thought about it before. I could see that working, because that's rich like foie gras. Because it's Sauterne is fantastic with foie gras, but with French toast, I could see it.
Yeah.
Now I'm hungry.
Wow.
Good.
So let me ask you guys, Glennis and Tanisha, do you require, like, okay, say you have samples that somebody sent you, is there a certain way that you taste at home? Do you like turn the TV off? Do you sit in a certain room? Like, what do you need when you're tasting at home?
I need a glass.
A corkscrew.
Easy peasy.
No,
this is hilarious.
Girl meets the glass,
and
that's it.
That is interesting.
You know how some people like to taste during a certain type of day?
Well, it's interesting. I don't pick a certain time of day. I get home at a certain time, and it is what it is.
And the glasses are clean.
Glasses are clean, yeah.
That time
I
of day.
keep plenty of clean glasses, so that's
Oh, no, that's not my story.
that's not a problem. No, I taste in my kitchen. I do in my I taste in my kitchen. Because I can spread out.
Yeah.
And I can have my writing utensils and my glasses and everything right here. I don't like to have to taste and run and find, so I can set everything out right here. It's nothing I don't taste with the TV on.
Right.
I agree, because I have to recall it. You know, you have to say, okay, what am I tasting? Especially, when you're tasting different varietals where you might not have had a gooseberry before. You're like, that's a gooseberry.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So you have to figure out, well, this is something I haven't tasted and it tastes sort of like this. So if I have my iPad or something out where I can just Google, I'm like, well, what am I tasting? What do I think I'm tasting? So I have my setup, and like, I love my kitchen. And sometimes I hate being upstairs in the office because it's so damn far from the refrigerator and and from other, like corkscrews. If I break the corkscrew, I never know.
Yeah. I do this weird thing, and I didn't know I did it until somebody told me. But I close my eyes when I put my nose in the glass automatically.
You don't ever think about it.
Weird.
No.
It's weird.
No.
Oh yeah.
And then I didn't even know I was doing
I thought that was like a normal thing.
Is
like,
it normal?
Just like to fully concentrate.
Okay. Well.
No. So don't think of you as weird or different.
No, right.
Of course, clearly you're unique. It's only one Sarita. But like when like sometimes when you just concentrate and journal, you just close your eyes.
Right.
Right.
You're
Just like when you're trying to find an address when you drive and you turn down the radio. Like you have to concentrate and like really like, I can't find the address. I gotta turn this down.
And that depends on where I'm tasting.
Sure.
Because I'm if I'm in a place where I'm not sure how cleanly, I need to look in the glass. I'm like, I'm looking, and man, I'm aiming. You know how I am. So I got to look.
But sometimes I can't
maybe I'm not really
that.
concentrating.
Like, I don't know y'all story here in this restaurant or this establishment, so I just got blessed with glass. That's why I close my eyes. So and hope the salmonella is not on the round. And I just keep
Oh my God.
No Ebola, no, whatever that germ is that be in pork. Like, I don't want none of that on my glass.
Keep your eyes open while you're smelling the wine so that you don't get Ebola. It's very important.
That's the takeaway.
Eyes wide open.
That
so
is
Rita, you're
the takeaway.
But no, you do concentrate better when you close your eyes.
Yeah.
So you just kind of sometimes you just gotta close your eyes, but this is strawberries.
Yep.
Or what's that smell?
Open your eyes and look. No.
Right.
Oh. I don't know what the hell that is. I need to see.
Y'all are crazy.
Okay.
So Rob, I have rapid fire questions for you. Okay, and some of them might not be so rapid, and it's all good.
Take a sip.
Okay.
First of all, y'all, he's acting because I sent him the questions ahead of time. I'm super professional.
Oh, Lord.
I'm showing off.
All, he's a good actor. Because who knew?
Okay. All right. First question: early riser or night owl?
Early riser. That's easy.
Oh, Glynis. Yeah, I'm an early riser.
These questions for everybody.
Everybody can answer. That'd be even more fun. Early riser.
Because
what happens is it a midday get upper?
What is a midday get up? What's that?
Right.
You get up midday. Like, I don't rise early or late. Because 10 o'clock is not early, but that's not late.
10 o'clock is late to me.
I'm at work late. 3 hours by that time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oops. We're getting a little judgmental here at Tanisha, I'm afraid.
It sounds judgy. Right. Like, do y'all need to take another sip of your wine? Like, you sound judgy. What show am I on? What happened? Am I on The View? What is going on?
I'm sorry.
Next question.
Whatever. Yeah,
Next question. Okay. Where? So you live in Chicago. Where do you go? Where do you go to drink in Chicago?
Oh my goodness. My favorite wine bar just closed. It was right around the corner, and it's killing me that it's gone. So I like to go to Hopleaf, which is a Belgian
Beer
restaurant
place in
and brew
Andersonville?
pub. It's for beer. I mean, they have wine, but yes. The beer place in Andersonville. And they've expanded, so the wait isn't so terrible anymore, especially on weekdays. And the beer selection is, it's sensational. It's so good. And I love beer. I love it, which is why I don't write about it, because I always want it to just be fun. Drinking beer.
Right.
Okay, gotcha.
So I go there. I like to go to CH Distillery, which that's downtown in the West Loop area. And it is a functioning distillery. They make all kinds of stuff. Of course, vodka, gin, whiskey. They make aquavit. Really and they have a really creative cocktail program. And the spirits are really good. And it's rarely crowded. And the food's good. So that's sort of my little secret West Loop spot downtown.
Secret's out.
The secret is out.
Oh, crap.
Tanisha, you can answer that since you're from Chicago.
What?
Oh wait, what am I at? Wait,
You're,
I was agreeing with everything he said.
Where do you like to drink when you go to Chicago?
Oh jeez. It's hard to say like out because I like to drink like at my friends' houses where I can just take a bottle of wine that I like. But no, a couple of spots that I do like. Places where my friends work, since I know bartenders there. I like to drink at M Lounge. I like Bureau Bar. I like Drum Bar. I like to drink at Lost Lake. Three Dots. It's a few places.
Okay.
Really.
Maybe the question should have been, where don't you like to drink for these two?
I don't like to drink in the bathroom.
That list might have been a little shorter.
Right?
Right. I might also like to drink on the lakefront. Yeah, I don't like to drink in the bathroom. There you go.
Oh, wait. So Glennis, you can answer that question. So where do you like to drink in Maryland or D.C. or, Virginia?
Home.
Oh, okay.
You don't like to drink at home?
Because I have a lot of wine here. No, okay. Let's see. Where do I like to drink here? I like to. Well, Vinoteca was nice.
Yeah, Vinoteca is nice.
I like Vinoteca because they still have that $5. I'm about to say €5. Where am I? That $5 happy hour.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they had some great stuff on there.
We do like 20 glasses of wine on that $5 happy hour menu.
Yeah, we had to swap out our glasses because we're bougie like that. Because they gave us the little coupe glasses. And they put sparkling wine in there. And we were like,
no, I'm feeling more of it. We need a glass, And then we started drinking bottles.
Y'all so
Rob,
uppity.
Last week,
that about?
Last week, a bunch of wine bloggers went to the same spot. So I wanted to taste rosé because Vinoteca in DC has this huge rosé list. And I was like, well, I don't want to drink by myself. And I know it's not my husband's scene. So I just invited a whole bunch of wine bloggers in this area. And I think it was probably like 8 of us. So we just sort of took over a corner of the bar. And bottles just sort of happened. That was Glennis.
Yeah.
That was Glennis.
That was
Glennis.
up.
It made no sense. It's just like, let's just buy the bottle. Rob, you know me. Listen. Why are we going to keep buying the glasses? And then they were giving this. I was like,
that's Glenda. See, that's why I can't hang out with Glenda. She'd be like, why are you going to keep buying the glass? Because I only got $5. That's why.
And then, of course, what happens when you tell a bartender that you're a wine writer? He wants to show off and pour more stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So you'd be like, yes.
Good times.
Wine writer and this and that. Like, I don't write anything.
Yeah.
Good times.
We had a ball. We had a ball. We had a good time.
Yeah, we did.
What else I like to drink? I don't know. I just there's no favorite.
Okay.
Oh, Old Line is fun too.
Oh, Old Line is fun. Yeah, Old Line is fun.
Especially since you can go and pick your bottle right off the shelf and bring it with you.
Yeah, it's one of those places that has no corkage fee.
No corkage fee. And they have a full wine store. So if they don't have something on the list, on their list that you don't like,
Mhm.
that you can't find that you like, you can
Yeah.
just go on their shelf, and they have a pretty good selection.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
line, is that
awesome.
the one in the old Circuit City?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
That?
Old
Okay.
Circuit
Yes.
City. Yep.
Well,
So maybe not the most glamorous setting.
It
No.
is not glamorous.
it's not glamorous. No,
It's
not
functional.
at all.
No,
They're like, you don't need glamour.
No,
Function.
Don't
it's
need
not,
glamour,
It's
no.
not glamour at all.
We got what you need. That's
But
it.
they have
That's
good
it.
wings, and they have good turkey burgers, and they have a good wine selection. So it's like it's the
If
basics.
you want
You just said the
glamour,
magic. You said wings. If they got good
Yeah.
fries and
Uh-huh.
nachos, then I'm never leaving.
if you want glamour, if you want history, the bar at the Willard Hotel
sure.
downtown DC.
Yeah.
Mm.
See, that's where I'm going. Do they have $5 glasses of wine?
No, you know they don't.
You had to buy the bottle because those glasses were starting like $12. I was like, no.
Right. I'll
You
be sitting outside with my
definitely
paper
need the
cup. No, I can't.
Oh my
Right.
I'm like, bring me some, Sarita. I'll be texting Sarita from outside. Hey, bring me some.
god.
Do you see how
Oh
you
my
can't take her
gosh.
nowhere?
Can't take her nowhere.
That's a
That's
trial too.
tricky.
So yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Tanisha, I am sad you don't live in Chicago anymore.
Me too. But I come visit because family. So I'll
All right.
definitely. I was just thinking, I was like, next time I'm there, I have to hit Rob up because we have to go to Hopkins. Because
I
I
think
have
we
to
better
do
go
one of
out.
their grilled cheeses. So just on that alone.
So nobody asked me, but I like to drink at Jack Rose, the whiskey bar.
Because you don't like to
And,
answer questions.
I
so
do
we
like
stopped
to answer
asking.
questions. I
You
do
don't.
like to answer questions. I like to drink at Jack Rose. It's a whiskey bar in Adams Morgan.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
And I like Pursuit Wine Bar on 8th
Oh,
Street.
Pursuit. Yeah, I
Pursuit
forgot
is
about
good.
Pursuit.
They always have they have like a rotating, they never have the
They're
same
flights.
wine. Yeah,
And then they do nice flights
they
too.
do. So, next question. What is your favorite pair of shoes right now?
Mm. Oh my gosh.
Ready.
Okay.
Do you have them?
I'm
About to
ready.
show it
I
to you.
love
Lift your
them.
leg up, Rob.
Yes.
Oh, he took it off.
So
Mm.
these are my Mercanti Fiorentini
Ooh.
wingtip boots. So
Down to the
you can
talent.
pair them sort of like formal, because like they've got the wingtip and they're leather, but then you can also go hiking in them
Oh,
because they
wow.
got
I'm
the
like,
tread.
it's formal
So
on the top and like
super
Timberland on the
versatile.
bottom.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
it.
Exactly. So they're super versatile, and I don't have to pack a pair of like hiking shoes and nice shoes when I go on a trip that involves outdoorsy stuff. Because I'm always going to nice restaurants at some point, and you need something
Mhm.
to.
Mhm.
Right.
Oh, these are great. And as a close second, I'm super in love with my
Wow,
my
those are
swim.
cute.
I like that you have like
Oh, those are
5 pairs of
cute.
shoes within your grasp.
Right.
And
You was like, and also,
Because he got the questions in advance.
and then my favorite pair of shoes is.
and these are waterproof, so you can wear these when it's raining.
Wow.
You can wear them to the beach. You can wear them whatever, just in like straight up in the water because they're like plastic and rubber and whatever. But they look kind of fun.
Yeah.
They don't look
they
just
do.
Right.
flip flops or something. So you can still look good while you're having your adventures,
Love
which is very
it.
important.
Love it.
Very important.
What about you guys?
Yes, please answer.
Sarita, what is your favorite shoe?
Mine.
They-
Well, I happen to have them right here.
Oh my gosh, Sarita got a shoe within her fingertip grasp. Let me tell you. If I show you a shoe right now, my favorite shoe is going to be a house slipper. The only thing within a house slipper.
Okay, so they're not fancy or anything, but they're very basic, but I don't know why they're so comfortable. But it's just a black Aldo pump.
Was not expecting it to be a heel coming from Sarita.
Ooh,
Not
they're
expecting your
so,
favorite
they're
shoe to
so
be a heel.
comfortable to be a heel.
Yeah, was
They're
not
so
expecting you to
comfortable.
pull out a pump.
No?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I've seen you in heels before.
Because with you, I'm always like walking or on some sort of adventure or something, and I can't wear pumps. Or
You were
I'll
always going to look
die.
sexy in those pumps. So like, yeah, they're kind of Right, they're basic, but they're
right.
All right, I'm gonna have to
Always
holler
nice.
at you when we can get a Uber or a Lyft or something
Thank
to
you.
read this out.
Thank
Have
you.
on some pump.
Just saying.
Sorry, I try to be on the move and show you like a different side of things.
Oh my God. Glennis,
Pardon
what
moi.
what is your answer, Glennis?
So we've got
this
Black
question.
House first.
I actually
What do
need
you
to
got,
be
Glennis?
upstairs for this question because I got a million pair of shoes, right?
I know you do.
Pull up some Gucci loafers.
So right now,
Oh, sorry.
right now, I think I'm into espadrilles right now. I think
Really?
I actually
Gucci espadrilles.
I have a pair on, but I have several pairs.
Lift your leg up. I want you to get it all the way up to the camera.
Shut up, Tanisha.
Bend at the knee.
So,
I can't stand
let me
y'all.
take out this pad. So
Oh, those are
These
cute. I like the
pretty.
glitter.
these are I have these in like 2-3 colors.
Mhm.
2 colors.
Oh, Steve Madden's.
Steve Madden. Really? I have a couple of Burberry espadrilles.
There we go. That's the Glennis I know. Glennis is like hashtag goals.
I'm not messing with you.
I wanna.
But so I'm into espadrilles. I have a couple pair of the Vince Camutos too. So this season, since we're talking about this time and place right now, I'm just gonna stick with the espadrilles because I don't want Tanisha to talk about me because I do have another favorite pair. But
I'm still gonna talk about you, girl. Don't worry about it.
I
See
know.
your face. It's okay, right? It's not bad. Not shy.
If it's it's shade to your face, like it totally doesn't
Right.
count.
It's not like I'm sending like tweets like that. Glennis.
So yeah, so those are like my favorite. But my comfies and my other go-tos. I love 5 Fingers. The 5 Fingers Vibram sneakers.
Oh, really?
Oh my God, those shoes creep me out. On
I
anybody.
have every
Whenever
color.
I see them, those shoes completely creep me out. I'm sorry.
I have every color. I got
They
my
creep me out.
Washington Redskins.
with the coat.
Yes, these.
Uh-huh.
They creep me
Oh,
out.
I'm
really?
totally with you, Tanisha.
I
Those
love
are-
them.
Those
They're
are
the most comfortable.
Really?
natural.
I've never
Unnatural.
tried any on.
They're the most comfortable. And you're talking about a nice sneaker to travel with because it takes up no room. You can put them in your book bag, your purse. You can run on a treadmill. You can walk in the ocean. Oh, I love those.
Interesting.
They creep me out.
Unnatural.
I'm sorry.
Well,
They
It's
completely-
more natural. It's just like your foot.
right. Which is no. Which is no. Which is no. Shoes were created for a reason.
Oh,
To not have your
yeah.
foot out.
So was girdles, but that don't make it natural.
oh my God.
Those are created from heaven. So I need you to type down. Because listen,
So
Miss
wait,
Sarah
where did you
Blakely
come up with
Spanx
that
is-
question?
Oh, well, I like the random questions.
Well, we didn't get Tanisha's. What's your favorite shoe?
Oh no,
besides-
yeah, you did. You got my slippers. Those are my favorite shoes right now because I actually don't want to wear shoes. I want to wear slippers all the time.
Okay.
That's
Alright.
reasonable.
It is.
Like that's luxury.
Okay.
I love how I say because I also don't like being barefoot. That's just a thing for me. I do
Really?
not wear feet. No, I don't like it.
So what do you do when you go to the beach?
Oh, flip flops. I can't.
Okay.
I don't like.
You don't
See,
like
So
you
to
just walking in the sand, I have to like actually be in the water, and then I still low key am like in my flip flops or like some kind of shower
So
shoes.
Wow.
you should love those.
Weird.
Get you a pair of those 5 Fingers. You would love
I'm
them.
not doing it. Those things freak me out. Like I don't think you understand. Like when people walk past me with those, I'm like,
Which freaks
like,
you out more?
like-
Walking barefoot or walking with or seeing those?
because I feel like that's barefoot. Like I can see your foot, I can see your feet. Like I see your toes, they're separated. If your
Those
toes,
shoes-
if I can see your toes separated, that's like your foot. So
And they look stinky, don't they? They look kind of stinky.
Your feet
Just
breathe
like this.
more in those than any other sneaker.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I'm sure it's completely unfounded. I have no evidence. I have not smelled it.
right, we're not talking from facts. Listen, this is all hypothesis.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, crazy.
Y'all
And
really
this is
Educated guess.
and people who are listening, this is a wine show. Just want to remember.
We still talk about feet. Y'all smell some of them wines before.
How about that?
Oh my god.
Sometimes
Right.
wine smells like the 5-toe shoe things. Definitely.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so my last question. Do you have a routine
Oh, just
after
one
you?
more.
Do you have a routine when you come from a strenuous trip? Anybody?
Oh
can
yes,
go for-
Yes.
Mhm.
definitely. Because the work trips, they're such a crazy with the eating and it's too much eating, too much drinking. So I come home and then I have my husband take good care of me.
Okay.
Oh,
Which
Sookie. Do tell.
Write that down.
After
Get a
dark.
husband.
After
Have him
dark.
take care of you.
um,
Write that on the list. Number 1.
which means
Get a husband.
he actually is a practitioner of traditional Chinese medicine. He is an acupuncturist.
Really?
And yeah.
What am I
which
doing
is-
with my life?
I know. What the hell's wrong with us?
Going wrong.
Do we have
He
a
wear
brother?
5-finger shoes. My husband is not a practitioner of anything because he's invisible. So,
Oh my god.
So what he does is he gives me gua sha, where he takes a porcelain Chinese spoon like used for Chinese soup, one of those spoons, and he
I
puts
don't know where this is
some-
going, by the way. I'm so interested.
I'm actually nervous. I don't know where it's going yet.
Don't worry. It's sexy,
Okay.
I promise. And and no, it's not. And so he takes the spoon, typically on my back, and he'll sort of scrape my back. Like he'll put a little oil on my back first, and then he'll scrape it with the spoon, which tricks the body into thinking it's being injured, which it isn't. But the body thinks it is, so it sort of rushes energy to the area and kicks out this stagnant energy that kind of collects there, the sha. That's why it's called gua sha. And because what happens with me, this doesn't happen with everyone. What happens with me when I overeat is I get all this like stagnant heat in my body in Chinese medicine terms, and then this gua sha, it gives a path for the heat to get out, and it kind of the energy rushes to the area and it pushes all that stagnant crap out. And then I can actually go to sleep. I don't have nightmares. I'm not feeling bloated. I can poop again. It's a delight.
I'm going to do that to my stomach. I'll be like, this is stagnant heat right here. And I need to get it out. It needs to be removed from my body.
Okay, I'm going to pour me some more to drink. How about that?
I need to trick this into thinking I'm injured. Expel it. Too sweet.
Oh my goodness.
I know. It sounds
Oh
ridiculous.
my god, I can't.
Oh
my God, why did y'all let me on this
That's
show?
really cool
Okay.
though. I've never heard, and it's called gua sha.
Yeah. It really
Yeah, I need
works
you to
well.
tweet us that because I need the correct spelling and Google and terminology to put into Google.
And
I will do that. I think it's spelled GUA space SHA. Pretty simple.
Not how I would have spelled it. So yeah.
Gua sha.
Gua sha. So
Gua
that's
sha.
So Glennis, what is your routine after
Just go to
strenuous-
sleep.
Go to sleep?
Mhm.
Okay.
Because half the time when I'm traveling, it's probably most of the time it's a different time zone. And it's like now I gotta play catch up. Now I gotta get back on this time zone. Now I gotta get ready to go to work. And I've come to the conclusion, stop trying to be Wonder Woman, think you could go back to work the next day.
Oh no. I know that's a bad idea.
I keep forgetting to take that next day off. So it's like, oh, geez.
Right, vacation from the vacation.
Right.
The vacation from the vacation. Because by the time
Definitely.
you rush, grab bags, like you said, Rob, you're eating, you're drinking, you're doing this. It's like, oh, I'm not as young as I used to be, and I don't recover as quickly. So, yeah, that's my routine. Sleep.
Okay.
Just so yeah, because before I leave for a trip, I make sure I change my sheets so I know I'm like, yeah, I'm getting back home to my bed. I got fresh sheets, my pillows.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, change the sheets. I turn the mattress around.
Ooh,
or
that's a good idea.
yeah, I turn the mattress around. so I won't just wear out one part. I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
let's just turn this on so we
Yep.
can wear it out all over.
Mm.
So yeah, that's mine. Yeah, I might grab a glass of wine, but yeah, that's my routine.
Nice. What about
I
you,
know I come
Tanisha?
home and I'm like, ugh, I'm never drinking again.
Oh.
And then 2 hours later,
That lasts
like,
approximately 20 minutes, right? Like,
I know,
oh, well,
a little bit
this
dinner.
one.
Yeah.
Like, well, I'm thirsty, so what do I do?
Tanisha,
What about you,
you?
Sarita?
Who, me?
Oh, Tanisha. Sorry.
Tanisha, you go first.
You know me, and I don't routine anything.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
like, I wish I had like an actual routine. It
Mhm.
varies on the trip.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's a whole bunch of sleep. Other times it's like, ugh, that trip. Let me just unpack this bag, throw everything in the laundry, and like act like it never happened.
Uh,
Other times it's let me just hurry up and download all these pictures from my phone because I don't have any more space.
okay.
It,
Okay.
it varies. Oh, but one thing I definitely do is whenever I come back from a trip, I do drink a lot of water, and then I'll actually drink green tea,
Oh, nice.
which like I
Plenty.
don't
Yeah.
drink on the regular. But I'll come
Yeah.
back from a trip, I'm like, I should drink all the green tea I can get in my body.
Got it.
Yeah, that's cleansing.
What does the green tea do for you?
For me, it makes me see because I want to, I don't want to get too personal on the show, but it just regulates my system. Is what it does.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
Good thinking.
I do. What do I do? Okay, so usually, I get crab legs on the way home. I just go to the grocery store. Like seafood. Seafood is like a comfort
crab
food.
legs so bad.
Seafood is like a
So you cook?
No. I
Oh.
get them steamed. I get them
Okay.
steamed at the store. And then I bring them home, and yeah, I'll still have I have like a sparkling wine, and I catch them on shows, take a bath, and then I go to sleep.
Oh,
Wow.
Because usually I'm coming home and I'm hungry.
Nice.
Just that's just how I unwind. So I need some comfort food. I need a glass of wine.
Wow.
I'll take a bath, and then I'll go to bed.
that's
Wow.
hilarious. Sleep over food. Oh, I am getting it. I'm like, oh, starved.
Because
I'm in the bed.
a lot of times I come back midday and I don't want to go to sleep at 2:00 in the afternoon, so I gotta stay up
Wow.
so
Wow.
I can go to
Like
sleep
sleeping at 2 in the afternoon.
you know.
Listen, I put my eye mask on and
Exactly.
I'm like, good night, everybody.
I could go to sleep at 2 and wake up at the time I'm supposed to get my tail up.
For
Oh,
real?
I get up,
Okay.
go
Right.
to
The
bed.
next
Gotcha.
day, we'll wake up and be like, all right, what y'all need?
Because it'll be like,
Exactly.
and it's happened to me before. It'll be 3:00 in the morning, and I'm just wide awake, looking dumb. So I just try to stay
Yeah,
up
that's the
as
worst.
yeah. I try to stay up as long as I can. So
I love that your comfort food is crab legs.
it is. It really is.
That's awesome.
It is.
They all know what my comfort food is.
What, fried chicken?
What is it?
Yep.
Oh.
They know me. They know it's fine.
I always crave Thai delivery.
Okay, I can
Thai?
see that.
That is some good
Yeah,
stuff.
that's very comforting.
Italian or Chinese food?
Yeah,
Either or.
Ah,
yeah.
yeah.
I can't get Chinese food, well, American Chinese food, because I have met some Chinese and that's not what they eat. But shrimp egg foo young is delicious to me.
Authenticity is
No.
overrated.
That is delicious.
Oh my gosh.
That is very comforting to me.
Well, this was
It's
amazing, Rob. Thank you so much for joining us. Where are
Oh
you
my
off
goodness.
to next? Where's your next trip?
You say
What
hamburger,
an
right?
honor. I think I'm off to Hamburg, Germany.
What?
It's a major wine capital on the near the Baltic. And no, it's totally not. But I'm very much looking forward to it. They just built a new opera house, and they've got a whole sort of harbor district laced with canals, and so it sounds strangely romantic.
Yeah.
Wow.
So is that
That sounds
for
like a lot of
business
fun.
or for pleasure?
It's for business, but you know, I always work a little pleasure in there.
All right.
Clearly.
Got to. Because it would not be odd Bacchus if you didn't lay face down and take a picture.
somewhere.
Is a story
That's
behind
right.
that? Let me
No,
get
you
to
have to
Instagram
check
and
his,
see.
no, check his Facebook. He's not on Instagram. Check his Facebook. And,
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And
Is
Sorry,
it-
I'm late to the party.
I don't have face down at some point on a trip. It is not a success. I'm doing something wrong. And the most successful trips, of course, end with me having to be bailed out of jail.
Really? That's only happened to me one time.
No, that's totally a lie. I'm trying to make myself seem all saucy and insouciant, and I no.
Nope, I
I've never-
believe it. You
And
did
Rob,
it.
are you going to the Wine Bloggers Conference this year?
No,
What?
I.
What? Why?
Oh God! No, I don't know.
Here we go. You said this to me after we met in the Finger Lakes, and then I like shamed you into coming to Lodi, and you had a marvelous time. So
I know I loved it.
this
But I just, I went on that thing to Bordeaux for a week, and I just, I travel all the time without Tom, and so I dare not take another voluntary vacation without Tom because peace must be maintained in the household.
Okay. Okay.
So I
Okay,
sort of have my wine blog.
you'll pass.
All
on this.
right. Oh,
The
we're
next-
gonna miss you.
We're gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss you guys too. Oh.
Right, I'm actually gonna be
Really
there.
good man.
So
Heck, bring Tom.
Yeah, bring him. Just
It's
bring
not
him.
the worst idea.
It's not. It's okay.
Think about
Think
it.
on it. Sleep on it.
I'm gonna
We'll,
sleep
yes.
add,
on it.
we'll revisit and we'll come back.
Yep.
Well, I think that wraps up our show, guys. Rob, thank you again for joining us.
It was an honor and a pleasure.
Yes.
as usual.
Yes.
pleasure
It's been a
meeting you.
pleasure.